Tinubu has exposed the Fulani fundamentalist Islamic oppression manipulation agenda by giving Southern Kaduna a university. I repeat, Tinubu has exposed the Fulani by giving Southern Kaduna a university. Usually, Southern Kaduna, the Middle Belters, go to ABU Zaria for admission into many courses. And the Fulani controls the academic sector in the north. And I told you about the Hausa, how the Fulani would deliberately make sure the Hausas are limited to get education. They do it deliberately. If you are going to get an admission, you go and meet an emir. You go and meet a social traditional ruler to give you a pass. And these emirs are all Fulanis. When El-Rufai was governor, he abolished district heads in Southern Kaduna. Mind you, Southern Kaduna is a Christian-dominated area. When you go into Kaduna State, you see that Northern Kaduna and Southern Kaduna, they are two different places. The governor, El-Rufai, focused on Northern Kaduna because they are filled with his brothers and Muslims and they are not Christians. The development they brought into Northern Kaduna, they refused to bring into Southern Kaduna. That is how wicked these guys are. I don't know why El-Rufai is wailing. As governor, he was terrible, even much more terrible than Buhari. Let me read this from his Middle Belter, a Southern Kaduna person. His name is Max D on Twitter. He says, I did my first and second degrees in ABU Zaria. That is a Fulani-controlled university, one of the best universities in the north, controlled by the Fulani. The third one was abroad. As someone from Southern Kaduna, I can tell you what our people went through. We can't study medicine, pharmacy, and the top professional courses. ABU Zaria will give you history instead of law, biology, chemistry for medicine. This is what they do intentionally. You cannot study medicine, pharmacy, and other top professional courses because the Fulani-controlled university will give you courses like history. Instead of giving you law, they give you courses like actuarial science. They intentionally do this. This is inside Nigeria. That's why I tell you that the Fulani has an agenda, and that agenda is to conquer. The more reasons why they are using their Islamic Sharia or whatever to push it into the southwest. These guys are terrible. I've told you, if Tinubu had not given Southern Kaduna University, these confessions would have not come out. Many Middle Belters are happy over the news of a Southern Kaduna having a university, despite the fact that under this democracy, they are subjugated. The more reasons why it is the Fulani that is behind Fulani, coupled with their influence on Igbo politicians, that is behind Mazi Kanu not to be released. The Fulani have a way of manipulating, using politics to pressure and influence Igbo politicians not to allow the federal government under Tinubu release Mazi Kanu. The Fulani are the ones that don't want restructuring. The Fulani most of them are the ones that are against the tax bill. The Fulani are the ones against the progress of Nigeria. The more reasons why the Hausas have been subjugated for many, many years. They find their ways controlling these sectors of the society, whether it is economy in the north, academy in the north, and they use time and make sure that they don't give you some courses, and they have a way of playing that politics. These guys, I've told you, these guys are terrible. The kind of human beings the Fulani are, you might think somebody wants to say bad against them, but this is what they are. Somebody is saying that he did his first and second degree in ABU Zaria. However, he did his third degree abroad. He is confessing that their people, the Middle Belters, Southern Kaduna, they will not give them some courses inside the same Nigeria. Where the Fulani, where are they from? They are the ones that are preaching one Nigeria more than any other person because they don't have any heritage in this full Nigeria. People are just looking for how to survive and do better with their lives. Some people have that bad intention of doing evil. The reasons why the Hausa, we don't know. These Hausas, they accepted them in good faith. They were accommodating. They accommodated these people, and they came in, and all of a sudden everything just turned. They started killing their Sarkis and installing their emirs. I told you, this young man Erufai that is crying up and down, becoming a motivational speaker, he abolished over 300 district heads in southern Kaduna and installed an emir. That is a conquest agenda. They bombed trains in southern Kaduna. There were abductions in South under his reign. Under his reign. Now there's a new sheriff in town. You don't see all these things happening. I will repeat it. I will continue to repeat it. Try and go to southern Kaduna. Look at the difference between southern Kaduna and northern Kaduna. It will tell you a lot why these Fulani are a wicked set of people. Wherever you find them, they tend to be good people, but they are not. Naturally, they are wicked. It seems they don't like any other person other than themselves. Wherever they find themselves, Ghana send them away. Many people are sending them away, and they are using Islam. Not that they are true Muslims. They are using Islam as a guise to enter and grab people's land and destroy people's culture and history. The more reasons why we are saying we don't want to see these people in the southeast whatsoever. Now, the news of the Kaduna University has been broken, southern Kaduna. It is only the middle belt that are rejoicing. It is only the middle belt that are rejoicing. The Arewa, that small thing they call themselves, we are all not. The Arewa, they are not happy with the news. They will not tell you. The middle belt are the ones happy that, yes, now we have a university. Somebody from a Fulani was saying that even though they create the university, who will be the lecturers? Who will be the, let it be in southern Kaduna. Let the people from southern Kaduna start going to school. Those in those houses that are being deprived of some courses, let some of them relocate to southern Kaduna. When they are going to school, let them go to school in southern Kaduna. Let them have access to basic education that the Fulani has deprived them. And I know what TINUBU is doing. I told you that Middle Beltans have a voting bloc, much more than the whole of Arewa. I tell you that. Middle Belt have a voting bloc that if TINUBU can take it from the north, Arewa, then the north is a gunner. He doesn't care about whoever that is shouting one or two things that the north will show you our true color. All those Fulanis, those governors that are shouting up and down, that are saying the north will show. He doesn't care about them. At this point, he needs to make sure that he galvanizes votes from Middle Belt. That is politics at play. And I believe, I'm sure that he will go through with that. Looking at the reactions, looking at the response, you see that it's only Middle Beltans that are happy with this news. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. It's only Middle Beltans that are happy. Well, I'm not surprised. I've said it over and over again that Fulani are the ones that are a big problem in this Nigeria's unity. If you take away the Fulani, we'll have a good time. If you are saying Hausa Fulani, the Fulani in the Hausa Fulani is the Fulani conquering the Hausa. Anytime they say Hausa Fulani, there's nothing like Hausa Fulani. There are three major tribes: Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. And Fulani is not there. But that Fulani, see, they should have released Nnamdi Kanu a very long time. But because of the Fulani don't want anything that will stop them from forging on with their agenda. I was bitter when I heard the news, like this man was saying they will intentionally, who are they? They will intentionally deprive you of some courses, the same way they are doing to the southeast. You see all those Fulani educated, whenever you find them in offices, in the civil service, that's how they do. Influence. Please, if you are going to side the development in the southeast, they might destroy it now. There's insecurity in that place now. There's no need to side this until they get their act together. That's how they make sure they move away development infrastructure from the southeast. I'm even particular about this gas, NLNG. Igbos needs to be more and heading that parastatal. But you see, it is the southwestern Yorubas and some of the Fulanis are the ones that are there. NNPC must, the population of the southerners and the southeast must be more in NNPC. But you see, it is the Fulani and whoever, the southwest and every other person that is there. This is what the Fulani is known for. This is what their agenda is known for. Subjugate, oppress, push and bring you down. That is what they are known for. But we thank God, Tinubu has found a way of trying to separate the wheat from the ashes. Yes, from the chaff, sorry. Wheat from the chaff. Come 2007, I've said it over again. I'm not a supporter of Tinubu. So if I'm talking what I'm talking, I'm not in support of Tinubu at all. But what Tinubu is doing, if he's going to break the backbone of the Fulani, we cannot have alliance. The Fulani wants to have an alliance, because when I talk about the North, I'm talking about Fulani. You see people that are spoken from the North, is either they are Kanuri, Nupe, or Fulani, not Hausa. Yes, Aminu Kano and Balapare Musa, these are Hausa leaders that no Hausa leader anymore. No Hausa. So when I'm talking about Fulani, I'm talking about the North, because Fulani has taken over the North. The Southeast cannot have an alliance with them, and Tinubu understand that politics. If there were going to be a possibility that the Southeast will have an alliance with the Fulani, Tinubu will not be making this bragging or whatever Nganga is making. It will be a gunner for him 2027, but he knows that it is impossible, and I know it's possible. Not that we don't know how to play politics. You see, the Igbos are the people that have left Nigeria. We have left Nigeria a long time. We are not interested in whatever is going on in Nigeria. That's why when I see some Yorubas, Southwesterners bashing Igbos on Twitter, on social media, Igbos don't have time for all those things. If Igbos were fully invested in Nigeria, nobody will beat the Igbos when it comes to all those social media agenda, cooking, bashing and propaganda and what have you. Nobody. Just for you to know that Igbos are not interested. Most Igbos that can do all those dirty jobs that some of those Yorubas, I don't know whether those guys have jobs or, well, I believe some of them, it is in their nature. In where I was born in Lagos, it is in their nature to banter you. They whine you. It's a normal thing for Yoruba person to whine you. We know it's in their nature. But when it comes to all those things they are saying about the Igbos are not interested. If Igbos were to be interested, my brother, we cannot win that war. Much more, the Fulani, we know how we bashed the Fulani during Buhari regime, because we saw the outright wickedness on the Igbo people. We saw the outright subjugation combined against the Igbo people. Forces were combined against the Igbo people. This is an example with the Middle Belt. So you deprive these people of, God, these people will make career. You deprive these people, and if a Fulani, whoever, every Friday is coming out to tell who and who that what and what. You see, you remember that Hausa man that said the Yorubas have made mad and said that after Tinubu leave, he will put another person that he likes that is not. The same way Malik Kyari is leaving, they will put who? Another northerner that is Kwara, that is Yoruba, Kwara State. And the North, the Fulani, not in the North. The Hausa don't care, the Middle Belt don't care. It is the Fulani that are always pushing back against whatever. They are well positioned everywhere. And I believe the 8 years of Tinubu will well disconnect them from that hand there. I wish Tinubu can be able to cut off their hands. He has paralyzed their hands on the Middle Belt. The Middle Belt are now speaking up against the tyranny, the wickedness of these Fulani people. The Middle Belt are now, if you see how everybody is charging out. Somebody says, very true, I live in South. All Kaduna indigents I schooled with are from Southern Kaduna, none from Arewa. Most of them are leaving Abu Zaria and going to the South to get some of these courses. Because where some people say we are all North, we are one North, we are Arewa. Inside that Arewa, some people are deliberately making sure some people don't get to study some courses. Wickedness under a democracy. You'll be asking yourself, how can this happen? You don't know who the Fulanis are. You don't know politics. When I say that these people are deliberately making sure that development does not come to the Southeast, you are saying, where's the evidence now? Where's the evidence? So now, somebody is coming out to say that they deliberately don't give them courses from medicine and other top courses, professional courses. You have seen the evidence. You are waiting for evidence. Most of them leave the north and go to the south to study some of these courses. Most northerners you see in the south studying any of these courses is from southern Kaduna, and most of them are middle belt. It is hard for you to see a Fulani leave the north and come to the south and study medicine or any other thing. Go to Unilag. Most of the northerners there, in quotes, are middle belters, and most of them are southern Kaduna. Most of them are Christians. Any of them that is a Muslim is not a core Fulani. The Fulani has made sure that the north is not a safe place for a middle belter. That's why the middle belter are preaching, we are not part of you people. And TINUBU, wise enough, giving Southern Kaduna University, will liberate the middle belters from the clutches of the evil Fulani fundamentalists, whoever they call themselves. Now, some Igbo people are proud. I'm a Muslim. I am this. We came back from intelligent Sharia discourse. And one foolish man wrote on Twitter that Sharia is coming to Igbo land. See, my brother, if you like, make all the governors in the southeast state, if they like, let all of them turn to Muslim. Let all of them turn to Muslim. Sharia can never. You see what happened to Uzodinma. Uzodinma thought that he has grace. When they heard that IDB camp, see people, if you go to Imo State, there are places whereby the military will stay, position and start to stop whatever. Military, physically, people will not pass through. They are positioned different places, irrespective of the fact of the heavy presence of military, running on the psychology of the people, positioned to make people fear. With the military there, people went and destroyed that proposed building they said what they wanted to use for IDB camp. With the military presence, people went there to do all what they did. To tell you that the Fulani, forget what you are saying. When we hear Fulani, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear Fulani bringing whatever terrorist tendencies to the southeast, anything that resembles them. Because this is what we have been shouting ever since. The Fulanis are the ones stopping restructuring because they have a chokehold on power, whether in the military, whether in the federal government, whether in the parastatal, wherever. Most people that went to school that are professors, most of them are Fulanis, I'm telling you. And it took them a lot of years for this. The middle belt could not speak up. Why is it now that they would have spoken up a long time ago? Every fight that you see that is moving up and down, saying all sort of rubbish, doing like a better person, you are installing a, you starved Southern Kaduna of development and pushed all the development in Northern Kaduna, and you think you are fit to be a leader in the country? Most of them, the killing of Deborah, they say, yes, we are proud that I'm an extremist. People that worked with Buhari, they say they are proud that they are extremists. In this same Nigeria, when everybody is talking about restructuring, the Fulani will say no. The Hausas want restructuring, the Middle Belters want restructuring, but it's only the Fulani that will say no to restructuring. And I know that TINUBU, I've said it before, so those that are wasting their time, let them continue wasting their time. They should wait until TINUBU finishes 8 years. And when TINUBU finishes 8 years, you see, the Fulani will fight this guy tooth and nail. The Fulani are not known for backing down, even though they are losing or they are going to die in the process. They are not known for backing down. Look at when Dangote said, I'm not afraid of death. When they were frustrating Dangote, there are people that they don't back down to a fight. They are going to fight you to the death. They are going to fight TINUBU to almost the death. But let me assure them one thing. You will not beat TINUBU in this game because nobody is supporting you. In your ranks, the people you think are part of Arewa, the people you think that are with you, they will begin to use narrative and divide them and separate them from you. Your Islamic stunt Sharia in the southwest did not work. It's not going to work. Those that are pushing in, those ignoring whoever that they are using, ignoring Yorubas that they are using, Arabists that are using to push, they are failed. the elders in Yoruba land have put an end to whatever plan you people have for that area. Now, if you are coming to the politics of removing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you are saying he's the one-term president. It is you only, Fulani, 17% of the population. If it is correct, because your population census need to be reviewed. They need to recount this thing so that we will know the real population. You say this one, somebody will put his mouth and say Kaduna and Kano is bigger than the whole of southeast or southwest. You don't know what you are saying. When you look at the populations of the Igbos in every state in the north, it's much more than, you don't know what you are saying. The populations of the Fulani shouldn't be 17%. Is it all these terrorists they are importing day by day into the north so that they will have enough people, terrorists? Open the floodgates. Buhari said that they are brothers. Open the floodgates. That's how they are flooding to make their population many, because there's opportunity. They now put them, go into these bushes and do all sorts. That's the Fulani. A big one for the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for citing a university in Southern Kaduna. Well, the university needs to be equipped by Southerners. Not even non-Northerners. Let Southerners be given the VC of those universities. And let the people of Kaduna see the light of the day. And I hope after Tinubu's 8 years, he can be able to find a way of restructuring the country so that the Middle Belt will leave the God-forsaken Fulani territory that they have conquered. Because it's only most part of the Middle Belt that the Fulani could not conquer. I'm telling you, till tomorrow they are resisting them. But I know Tinubu has given them an advantage. And that advantage is that they don't rely on their Abu Zaria anymore. They have their own.